Hi everyone, and welcome back to So Blessed by Jess. And today we are creating the Yankee Puzzle out of our Civil War book. I'm just getting the fabric ready so I can go ahead and show it to you. But yeah, so we're gonna be making like a pinwheel with some triangles all the way around. It looks pretty similar to the first one that we did. Instead of a square and a square and a square, which is kind of what it looked like, we have 4 quarter square triangles that come together. Like you can just block out just this square right here, and it's a quarter square triangle times 4. So yeah. And then I'll go ahead and at the end I'll read a little excerpt from it. But our fabrics selections that were chosen for us today are as follows. Beautiful little striped, pink. We have, oh no, I hear the dog coming down the stairs. Some browns. Some gold with like a wheat kind of look to it. Couldn't imagine this being reproductive fabrics. And then another pink with some little red flowers. I don't know what I'd do if I had to wear these colors, but anywho, what I'm gonna do is I am gonna turn back on this beautiful iron, press it all out, cut it to the instructions that the book has given us, and put it together. All right, so I have laid out what we are going to be doing already. And what essentially we are going to do is create this unit 4 times. And I wanted to make sure that the light colors are opposite each other so they don't melt into each other, and it would look really weird. I mean, let's go ahead. If this was our block, you know, kind of like it's light on one side, dark on the other, and it could be really amazing if you did it right and you had more going on, but you know, it's only this one block and it's a sampler. So we're gonna keep as is and what the pattern is telling me to do. So we are going to create a quarter square triangle, and it's called a quarter square triangle because there are 4 triangles inside of this square unit. Okay, so to put this block together, I am going to flip these over like this, and I'm going to sew on this short side. Okay. Then when I press, I'm going to press to the dark side, and that means I'm pressing toward the darker fabric, because if not, it's going to create a shadow underneath the other triangle, and it might not look good in the end, depending on batting and seams and binding, you know, just all the sashing, all of that good stuff. So we're going to press to the dark side, and when I press to the dark side, it's going to allow me to nest the center. So when I get to the center, I'm going to come back to you and show you what it looks like to have a nested center at the seam, or a seam at the center of the block. All right, so I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to press, and pressing means that you kind of just hold your iron over it. You don't move your iron. You can move like back and forth a little bit, but we don't want to stretch the fabric. So the dark fabric, we're just going to press the seam. Okay. Just make sure that it is flat as possible. All right. So when we push it over to the side, it kind of makes like a little edge. So when I flip them on top of each other, those ledges just come together. So when let's see if you can see that. So when I go ahead and sandwich them together and I move my fingers back and forth, my fabric's not moving. The edges of these seams are butted together. They are all the way down the seam. They are lined up beautifully. And so even if I look on the other side, that seam is beautiful. So because of that, I'm going to go ahead and hold it. And then I'm going to put it back into the machine, and I'm going to do a 1/4 inch down this long side. Okay. So now what we are going to do, let me put my iron right here. It's like at a little angle, so it might move a little bit. That's okay. I'm just going to open it up, pressing my fingers oh so gently. I don't want to stretch the square at all. Okay, but I'm going to push that seam open. Take my iron and just gently press down on it. Okay. And because I nested, look how beautiful that intersection is. It's right on itself. Beautiful. Okay, so the only thing left I have to do is clip these dog ears off, because that's going to give us less bulk when we're putting it together. And then I'm going to measure it to make sure that it's at the correct dimensions that it needs to be. And it goes this way inside the block. These two fabrics are going to create a pinwheel around the center. All right, I'll come back when I'm finished. So here is the Yankee Puzzle. And the Yankee Puzzle recalls a basic problem of the war's initial philosophy. The Civil War, it was there to maintain the Union. Because, I mean, we all know why we had the Civil War. So I won't get into all that stuff. But we conquered. And the United States became a better place in certain ways. Absolutely. Anywho, but Abraham Lincoln wanted all men everywhere. His wish was for them to all be free, no matter who you were. So that's what it says in the book. And I do believe that. Absolutely. So here's the Yankee block. Again, you have your pinwheel in the center with flanking with 1/4 square triangles throughout this whole thing. And it's amazing and I love it. Finishes 8.5 unfinished, what will be an 8-inch finished block inside of our 100 block sampler quilt that we are creating. I don't know how many exactly blocks that we are going to create together, but I'll do a couple of them. I'm going to try to do ones with like different strategies and different cutting and putting it together. Wherever my brain's taking me with that, because I just want to show you different strategies and different tricks to help you be successful when you are piecing blocks, no matter what they are. So anywho, that is the end of our video today. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening or a day or wherever you are, and thank you so much for watching, and look for our next video in the Civil War sampler book. So again, have a great day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.